Good morning, folks from Dhaka, Bangladesh. I want to talk about my most favorite Creed fragrance at this moment and one of my most favorite fragrances for the present moment. And as you can see from title, original Vetiver. Okay, so the thing is, first thing I notice is how far behind I am in the game because these fragrances that I've been reviewing for last couple of months, they're all been like most of them, many of them been reviewed in the past time by all these great reviewers. And basically what I'm doing is I'm following the recommendation. I actually made a list somewhat when I started collecting, and then I'm following that sort of. So these are the newer ones I'm trying and I'm really loving. So the day I tried this Creed, that day I tried many other fragrances from the Creed boutique, actually, like Creed house, actually, like in that shop. So I got this from Perfume World in Bangladesh. If you're curious, price is 15,000 taka, which is like 150 US dollars, which is a very good pricing, I believe. And this fragrance, actually, it's a definition of fresh, soapy, clean, um, simple but very elegant scent. Okay, I'll talk about it and I'll tell you what I think of it. And I also ordered Mugler cologne. I am waiting for it to arrive. When that comes, I'll do review of that and I'll put them side by side as a comparison. Okay, so my bottle is 120 ml. Here's the box, very beautiful. It's EDP concentration, I think. Yep, usually these are EDP concentrations. I'm not quite sure though. Wait, yeah, it's EDP. It says EDP bottom here. Okay, so at the back, signature box is like this. You can feel the pattern here, and there's some information at the back. Okay, the side, up top, bottom. Okay, you can see. So thing is, like, yeah, you can see the price here. All right. So Creeds, mostly the only Creed I saw was like, no, there are few Creed prices actually vary. Like Aventus, I thought was the only one that is expensive, but I saw the newer ones like Neroli Sauvage. That is also very pricey. The price for that 75 ml is equivalent to this 120 ml. All right. So anyway, let's look at the bottle. It's very amazing looking bottle. I love the bottle of it. It's just, it represents, the bottle color represents what the fragrance is all about. Just look at it for a while. Damn, that little bit yellowish greenish tinge to it. It says orange, original Vetiver, all your 120 ml. Same like other Creek bottles, but the juice color is kind of like yellowish, but the bottle is green here and goes slowly fade up. Okay, all right, there you go. Okay, it says Creed bottom. So I don't know if this is a reformulated version or if it got reformulated at all. There's a green on the cap. The cap, very robust, and then the sprayers are amazing. So this is like right now it's early morning. I woke up quite a while ago, so I was doing some sniffing test. I got few fragrances yesterday. I'll show you in future. All right, so I'm gonna make this my scent of the morning. So you're gonna see the sprayers. Okay, these are known for your monstrous sprayers. Just look at the projection, how far I'm holding it. Okay, there you go. One, two, you literally are showering in this. Okay, and then for the review purpose, I'm gonna put one here. Okay, two. I love this stuff so much. It also comes with this information papers. You can see the leaflet sort of. It comes in different languages you can read. There you go. Okay, I showed you this before when I was reviewing, I think, Royal Water. It comes with the typical Creed, the paper, the card rather. Yeah, it's a nice touch. So Creed basically is a niche house, you guys know. And Creed, many people ask me, before I start the review, let me tell you one thing out there. Many people ask me, brother, yesterday someone asked me, Creed, it's like, is there any fragrance that is beast mode from House of Creed because they're so expensive? So the thing is, this is the thing you need to know. Creed, first fact is they're pricey, yes, and they are actually in the market, in the game for generations. Okay, so they are not just 10, 12 years. It's like hundreds of years of what do you call the legacy. Okay, so their fragrances, basically they use the best high quality ingredients, and they're ambergris. They don't use ambroxan, as far as I understand. They use signature ambergris, and it's sort of like visible in a different amount in different fragrances. That's what I noticed. And many of the fragrances, they have the similarity if you really put your nose to it. So beast mode wise, yes, Creed's Aventus, many people talk about batch variation, whatnot. From my experience, my fruity batch 2016 is beast mode on my shirt. It lasts for 2-3 days easily. So on the skin, for our condition, heat, temperature, I don't see Creed as a like you're riding horse, like you're running races and stuff. No, it's not built for that. Creed is built for your ultimate experience. These are the smoothest, one of the most posh fragrances so far, but not all of them I prefer. I prefer the ones I'm buying. I'll show you one by one. So anyway, coming back to this fragrance, this 120 ml, you also get 75 ml, and I think there's a huge flacon of 800 ml. I'm not quite sure. I'm not going to talk about notes on this, okay? Let me tell you, first of all, I love this fragrance. This is one of the most beautiful fragrance I put my nose ever. See, I don't even have to put my nose like this. I put my hand a little bit away. You see how shiny it becomes, you know? Okay, so this is a definition of fresh, clean, soapy green scent. This is how it's done. This is something you need to keep if you love those kind of fragrance. If you are fan of Prada, they have their signature soapy scent. This is not Prada's signature, not that type of soapy powdery. This is more like on the green side. But the Vetiver, it's the name is there, but I think it's just to create an impression in your head. Okay, just it's like a green, fresh, grassy. But the vetiver that you smell in many, like let's say Hermes or something, the fragrance Carolina Herrera, they use that sort of strong vetiver. It's not visible in this. This focus of this fragrance is totally freshness. First thing you think of is the morning. Very, let's say the morning is just, the sun is just coming up a little bit. The grass is still catching the dew. It's like there, you know, if you just put, and it's very quiet, peaceful. And I wanted to do it as like very early morning, but it's just like almost 9, but still okay. So imagine early morning, the grass is like the field. You're standing in a field, and then the sun's coming up slowly, but the sun is just very shy. It's not started to give out the heat. It's just started just giving you the light, and it's reflecting on the grass, on the dew. So you're feeling the shyness of the sun on your face, and you're holding a cup of tea, and you're smelling the fresh grass along with some citrus. You know, there's a lemon tree somewhere. That's what I feel this fragrance is all about. Moment you spray this, it's just amazing. You get that opening. It's the most magical opening ever. You hardly see me getting this excited about fragrance unless it's good, right? I cannot tell you, it makes me feel so much. And for a fresh fragrance like this, original vetiver, like this sort of a scent, this has very good performance. It's unbelievable how long this stuff lasts on me. Okay, in Bangladesh condition, like in the summer condition, what I'm getting is like easily 5 hours from this, which is a very tough call for many fragrances. You cannot say many other fragrances last you that long strong, and it projects also. Then after the 5 hours mark, it will hang on until like 6-7 hours as a skin scent. Okay, so who is it for? Anybody can wear this. Anybody from any age. If you're a mature gentleman, it smells a little bit mature because creeds mostly are, but it's very sophisticated. It has simplicity, but it has sophistication. You can dress it up, dress it down. But for a summer day, like let's say you're a fan of Edition Blanche, that fragrance comes to my mind. I don't know why, because it's a dressed up fragrance, more mature. I think of this one, it's more wearable and better performer. Okay, keep that in mind. Another thing that comes to your mind is most of the fragrance. I said this is what I feel. I said this in my group. Most of the fragrance, you have to get used to them. You have to get used to their notes. You have to get used to their smell, and then you have to get used to how they behave. This fragrance, however, is very unisex. One thing. Second thing is, it hugs you in such a way. It adjusts to you. It works with your skin chemistry. It will tell you like, let me hug you like a nice sort of a green jacket in the morning, with the dew, cold dew in the morning of the freshness, and then let me adjust with your body chemistry. It works with anyone and everyone. That's the best thing about this. I really love that aspect. You see a little bit juice has gone down. It's moving a little bit. I use a lot of it. I am in love with this. I just love sniffing it at home. It smells the most natural, one of the most natural fragrances ever. Okay, I can go on all day. The bottle itself is a beauty. I just love looking at this bottle all the time. So ideal season, I think it would be good to wear all year round. And you guys are thinking, winter, bro, seriously? Yes. Why winter? In the winter time, you would remember those nice days of spring and summer. Okay, and you want to think like all those like nice bright afternoons, like where the kids are playing on the swing and stuff. You know, life is easy, and you're like a responsible guy. I think the fathers would love wearing this. If you're having children around, this is one of the nicest fragrance to wear, to be around children. Okay, very good, comforting fragrance. At first, it will start off that citrus, which is beautiful. I just love. It's just like gives out that beautiful burst, like. That citrus is one of the best citrus I ever sniffed. Okay, and the dry down goes to the soapy territory, that grassy feel, but not the intense grass that you are worried about sometimes. 212 Sexy Man or 212 NYC Man. It doesn't have that. It doesn't have that strong grass note, but it has slight green feel to it. Above that, imagine there's a little bit soap, and top of it is just citrus, and below the bottom is ambergris and musk. Okay, not so much ambergris like some of your other creed fragrances, but it's there. So when you sniff it from time to time, it will dazzle you. You love, in the middle of the day, imagine you're wearing like suits and stuff, and middle of the day, like after 2-3 hours in the work, just get this like, oh, I'm getting fed up with my work. I'm getting fed up with my work. I'm getting so much stress. Let me remind myself of this. You bring your hand and you're like, oh, yeah, life's better. Life's definitely better. People would definitely compliment you on this, even though it's a simple scent, but it's done the best way possible. I've seen quite a few fragrances, like let's say soapy fragrances. I have seen quite a bit of them, like Prada line, their niche line. I have seen that. I have seen Prada Luna Rosa, the Sport, many other soapy fragrances. Okay, and if you compare this with, let's say, this one, just give you a little bit idea, like one of my favorite fragrances, Prada Amber. Okay, this fragrance is very handsome, gentleman, but the dry down is a bit spicy. Not everybody likes it. Okay, and that one is a bit more, even though soapy, but I wouldn't say it's unisex. This one, ladies can wear it, but watch out for the application. Each spray is like 2-3 sprays of any other your designer fragrances. Okay, I would recommend you to wear, if you really wanna project and stuff, go like 3 sprays. Otherwise, go 2 sprays. It'll be great. To be great. Why? Because it can be a little bit overpowering if you put too much. Like, don't spray like what I did, like double spray on one hand. It will be too overpowering. Just spray once here, then you can go other hand one, then go one here, neck two. Personally, for me, how much I use, I go 5-6 sprays, because I want to smell like this all day. Trust me, I want to smell this fresh morning dew, the soapy feel. There's a soap in Bangladesh used to call lemon dew. So imagine that, like the soap was not that great, but this is great. So it's sweet, it's citrusy, it's comforting, it's very fresh, it's like soapy, it's safe. It's worth, definitely worth the price tag. I would be more than happy to break Aventus price tag for this. Okay, why? Because this fragrance makes you feel. So the fragrances that makes you feel, they are the most natural fragrances, and the ones they are done right. This is one of them. So for that purpose, I treasure this. Okay, so longevity, I'll give this 8 out of 10. Very good longevity for fresh fragrance. Projection, for the first 2 hours, people can really detect it because it's very strong. Then after that mid stage, it will be like not poor. It never gets poor. It projects but not beast mode. Okay, so I'll say 7.5 out of 10 overall. Smell of it, 10 easily. Okay. When to wear this? I think I said all year round, but winter time, you just want to be reminded you can use it, no problem for indoor usage. It's good to sleep with wearing this fragrance. Very comforting fragrance to go to sleep with. Okay, you can share this with your girlfriend or your wife. Perfect, no problem. You can get this to your dad. He will love you. Your ladies, please, if you are looking into fragrances that you want to gift to your husband or boyfriend, look this way. Please, it's my recommendation. You can get this a discount. I think if you're buying with a card, I think, forgot the MX card or something in Bangladesh, you can get 12% off of it. Okay, so great deal. Daraz also sells it for 15,000 taka. All right, so the uniqueness, I would say I haven't smelled the Mugler cologne yet, so from that aspect I would say maybe this is unique. But if I smell Mugler cologne and they smell similar, maybe it's been done. It is done by some other companies. They have done it, but this is for the smell. I said 10. Uniqueness factor, maybe let's say 8. Okay. Compliments, I think I already got 2 compliments from it, from my fellow brothers, frag heads. They're like, what are you wearing? You smell so fresh. And they can detect it. This is very strong for a soapy fragrance, I'm telling you. So for overall, this is 10 out of 10. This is perfect 10 out of 10. I sniffed it. That day I sniffed 5 fragrances of Creed. I put the other strips aside. I went and bought this. And the thing is, again, why do I like so many other fragrances? Because I definitely test before buying. Okay, so there you go, my review for Creed's original Vetiver, and I'll talk about a few other fragrances in coming future. Take care, guys. I'll talk to you soon. Have a nice day. Bye bye.